Yo guys, what is good? It's day, bloody hell, what day is it? Maybe day 12, day 13 of making a YouTube video every day. Well, it's the 11th of January and I think I started on the 1st or 2nd. So, yeah, it's day 11 of making a YouTube video every day. What do I want to speak about today? I want to speak about burnout. Now, why do I want to speak about burnout? Throughout this video, I will be preparing food for the night. It's Saturday night. It's my cheat meal. I eat on plan throughout the week. And tonight I'm having steak, sweet potato fries, and peppercorn sauce. Can't wait for it. It's been a long week. Now, why do I want to speak about burnout? Well, I've found myself burnt out. I've come to Saturday. I've come to a week of solid, hard work. And I found myself burnt out. Anyway, let me start getting on with this and we're going to speak about it. Will this video be a bit longer than usual? Potentially. But there's going to be a lot of games, so stay for the game. Let's start seasoning everything up. You're getting a cooking video and some free game. It's a win-win. Why would you not subscribe to this channel? If you're not subscribed already, subscribe. So, steaks, where are the steaks? Oh, I can't wait for this steak. Bro, why are you singing? Chill. So, what have we got tonight for dinner? Thin cut sirloin steak. Prefer it to be a bit thicker, but it looks like a good quality steak. So, why am I talking about burnout? As I said, I've been burnt out this week. Let me just get these sweet potato fries. Hopefully you can still hear me. So yeah, I found myself burnt out at the end of this week. I've had 4 hours sleep for the past 3 nighs, and let me shut this freezer, it's had an effect on me. I've got to Saturday, I've been to the gym today to train shoulders with my cousin. If you're not already following me on Instagram, on TikTok, then the name is The Zachary Cox. So the name of my YouTube channel is Zachary Cox. So all you have to do is type in the before THE. I'm sure everyone knows how to spell the, and Zachary Cox. So check out the Instagram, this is where I post all this content, and the TikTok. Either or, there's a lot more game on Instagram. I'd recommend following the Instagram instead. So yeah, I found myself burnt out at the end of the week. I've had a lack of sleep. I had something today. I got quite an important call at 5 o'clock this morning. And yeah, it caused me to have to get out of bed and go somewhere that I didn't want to go at 5 in the morning. But sometimes there's things in life, there's hurdles, and sometimes you have to sacrifice. So, what is burnout? For starters, if anyone doesn't know what burnout is, it's basically, in a simple term, it is a very simple thing. It's putting in so much work that eventually it just becomes counterproductive. You put in that much work that you eventually feel tired, you're not working to your highest capability, you're not being as productive as possible, you end up doing work just for the sake of doing work. You're not actually being, sometimes you need to, as I've said in one of my other videos, you need to take 2 steps back to take 10 steps forward. So this is a prime example. Burnout is a prime example of that. You need to take them 2 steps back, maybe sacrifice 1 day of very minimal work, prioritize sleep. Maybe this 1 day you can't get up at 5:30 like I do every day. So yeah, that's what burnout is. Now, where's the value in this video? What degrees do I need to cook these at? 200 fan 200. Let's let that warm up. In the process of that warming up, let's get these steaks seasoned. I don't know what this is. I'm guessing some form of butter, innit? Oh no, oh god. Asked my girlfriend to get peppercorn sauce, and that's the lump of peppercorn sauce. But yeah, you can see that I look tired. I've heard that with steaks, you should let them rest in air. Let them kind of get to room temperature. I forgot the exact reason for this. I think it's something about just letting that meat breathe a little bit, letting the oxygen get to the meat. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So where would the value be in this video if I didn't tell you how to avoid burnout? I'm now going to inform you of what I'm about to implement starting this week to basically stop burnout, bloody hell, why are these so hard to open? Yeah, so I'm now going to tell you what I'm about to implement from tomorrow to prevent burnout. So what's the title of this video? You're in the future, you're watching this in the future. The title is probably How to Avoid Burnout. Are you hungry? Because I am. So how to avoid burnout? Well, what am I about to implement? What I'm about to implement is, let's get these fries in. Oh, what's hot? Might need some oven gloves there. Let's change it so you can see exactly what's going on. So, how to avoid burnout then, Zach? Go on. Tell us what you've learned this week. Tell us what you're implementing. Well, guys, what I'm implementing is Sunday is a complete rest and recovery day. Sunday is a time to realign, reframe my mind, and basically rest and do minimal work. Will I do a little bit of work on Sunday? I might start off my morning with a little bit of work because there is still work to do. I can't completely stop. Well, could I? I could. To be fair, this is the point. I could sacrifice the whole day to make sure that I'm properly regenerated. So basically, the point of this is to reset for the beginning of the week. So when I go into Monday, I want to be well rested. I want to make sure that I've had that sleep. I want to make sure that I'm going to function at my highest capability for the rest of the week. So Sundays are now pretty much a complete rest day. It's going to be a day where I put out less content. Am I still going to put out content? Yes. That's the very basics. I need to get the content out. I want to put this out to you. Of course, I've set the challenge of 365 videos in 365 days, and well, by missing a day of not posting that, I failed the challenge, and that's not an option. Failure is not an option. So, yeah, Sunday's going to be a complete rest day. What am I going to do on a Sunday then? Well, minimal. I might go to the gym. I'm not going to work out. This is a complete rest day for the body. So, the maximum force I'll put on my body, the maximum strain I'll put on my body is going for a walk. That is the maximum strain. There will be no lifting. Now, what's another good way to regenerate rather than just your mind, your body for the week? Well, I weightlift all week. I'm lifting weights, I'm progressively overloading, I'm tearing new muscle fibers every week. Now, what's a good way to prevent injury? Well, you need to stretch. So what is Sunday going to consist of? It's going to consist of a nice morning walk, a video with you guys, spitting a bit of game just like this. So if you're not following, there's going to be 365 days of game like this every day. Follow. Subscribe. We're not on Instagram, Zach. And if you haven't already, this is the point where I just want to drop this. I have a free Telegram, what basically is self-improvement, based on self-development. I drop a bit of game in there every day, whether it's a voice recording, a video of me speaking, a typed out paragraph, just basically spitting a bit of game thoughts on my mind what will pop in throughout the day. So yeah, subscribe to that. The link will be under the video. My Instagram link will be under the video, so be sure to follow that. I'll probably drop my TikTok link under the video as well. So yeah, what am I going to do on a Sunday? Well, for starters, a non-negotiable for a Sunday is no alarm. If there's any hours what I've missed throughout the week, because there might be one night where I get a little bit less sleep, which is okay occasionally. Occasionally you need to be a little bit unbalanced to get to where you want to get to, but I will be making a video on that as well. Does it contradict my last video? A little bit, but I'll make the exact point why I'm contradicting myself. It's different seasons for different times in your life. So you have to treat life like the weather. Different seasons for different times, the different goals that you have are going to require different actions. So no alarm. no alarm on a Sunday. I'll wake up and my body will automatically wake up when it feels rested enough. Because every day throughout the week I'm waking up at 5:30 to an alarm. Now that's obviously takes a little bit of toll on the body, a little bit of toll on the mind. So Sunday, no alarm. Another thing as I was getting into, until I went on to another topic, you might find that happens occasionally, but I still will get all the points out, so be patient. Yeah, no strain on the body. The maximum I'll do is a walk when I do a video to you guys. Will I do a walk every Sunday? Not necessarily. And stretching. I want to stretch all my muscle fibers so they're nice and regenerated for the week. I might even go into a sauna, steam room occasionally if I've got time to go to the gym. And I'm just going to use Sundays to, like I said, reset, spend time with family, not do as much work, be more present in my life. Because when you're on this entrepreneur journey, when you're trying to build your own personal brand, your own businesses, there's a lot of constant work. You don't have time for your family. You might not have time for your girlfriend. So use one day per week to prioritize your real life rather than what you're building online. Because you do still have a real life at the end of the day. You still have people who care about you. And at the end of the day, what are a lot of us working for? Well, we're working for freedom of time, and to do whatever we want in the world. Obviously, when you start your entrepreneur journey, you start off as a hustler. You start off as someone who, I explained this in my last video about the 80-20 rule. The last video, can't remember exactly what it was called. Maybe it was you have to make mistakes in life, something like that. Go and check it out if you want. They're all just game videos like this. Just complete game, spitting my philosophy on life. Where was I? So yeah, your family aren't going to be here forever. You need to live a real life as well as working constantly. So don't get lost in the source, you know. Don't get lost in what you're trying to build. Make sure you're still living a real life. Have that 80-20 split, what I spoke about in the last video. Work 80% of the time, 20% of the time, do things you enjoy, because you still have to live at the end of the day. Life is all about balance. Guys, I think I've made the point that I really wanted to make today. Hopefully you can take something from this. This is a lesson that I've learned this week. Because I've worked so hard this week, I've found myself burnt out today. I had an hour, get your words out, mate. I had why can't I say that? An hour nap earlier. It's not a big deal. It was a productive nap. I feel well rested. I wouldn't have got this video out if I was in the state I was in earlier. So sometimes, like I've said in my video before, you have to take 2 steps back to take 10 steps forward. Now, I hope you got some value from that. Are you hungry? I am. I'm gonna have these steaks tonight. I'm gonna rest tonight and make sure that I get a good amount of sleep, no alarm, and I'm gonna use tomorrow to reset for the week. There'll still be a video out tomorrow, so if you haven't subscribe. I am also a lifestyle coach. I coach people on how to change their life, because if you don't already know, I was a degenerate drug addict who, I hate saying that, but it's really true. I was consuming drugs on a daily basis. I was drinking a lot of alcohol throughout the week and on the weekends, going clubbing all the time, not prioritizing what's really important in life. So I coach people on how to change their life the way that I did. Now that's £50 per person. Drop me a message. I'll help you out. In the span of 3 months, we could completely turn your life around, from whether it's drugs, whether it's alcohol, whether it's certain bad habits. We can completely turn your life around. You can tell I'm tired because I'm getting slow. We can completely turn your life around the way that I have. So if you don't want to do that, if you don't want to be coached by myself, then, well, if you do, for starters, DM me on Instagram, drop a comment here. I'll get back to all the comments, and then we can network on Instagram. And if you don't want to do that, there's the free Telegram for anyone who doesn't want to pay for lifestyle coaching / mentoring. Guys, I hope you took something from this video. I hope you're all having a good Saturday night yourselves, and I appreciate you tuning in. So thank you, and enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. Remember, have that balance, that 80-20 rule. Enjoy 20% of the time with family, with friends, and work 80% of the time. Guys, cheers. Thanks for tuning in.